right, mic check 1, 2. Go in here. Here, try this. Alrighty, getting ready for the afternoon tilt here, 1:40 start. The Wonderland Ice. Probably need to put this microphone a little closer. There we go. There, the Wonderland Wizards, 16U team. Here McGalnick is in net today. Jason McGalnick, St. Joe's goalie, number 30. And court side of the ice, another number 30. Brian McGovern between the pipes for the Hamden Dragons. Ice is still kind of setting up here. It's sunshine looking at my back here, but starting to set up a little bit. These two teams matched up early in the season, and the Wizards getting the better of the Dragons. They scored a 3-0. Dragons did not have their starting goaltender, McGovern. But they did have Xavier Mitchell, and Xavier Mitchell right now is over on the bench wearing his helmet. Undressed for today, a scratch. So, impact player for the Dragons. A good little composition of players from different high school teams. Looks like some massive players out there with the black helmet and the red M's. Quite a few massive players. An Amity player. And another one there. Notre Dame West Haven, a gold helmet, I think. Or maybe a Trumbull player, too. Usually there's some green there as well. If I remember correctly, Condup, I think, is on this team. One of the standout player for Massac, younger of the two Conda brothers. Buzzers, the end of warm-ups. Get ready to play here. 17 minutes goes on the clock into the U16 level. Quite a squad there for the Wizards, their numbers. Yeah, so far just seeing one referee. Not sure if there's a missed the second referee. Well, he'll get a time and a half. His partner doesn't show up. looks like the Dragons still at the net. And, they break the huddle. And they get ready to play some hockey here at center ice. Just slash your goalie. Right. See that? All right, looks like Locker here taking the centerman spot. And netminders taking their position. Looks like Alex Duncan getting the nod here, number 1. For the Dragons. And Dragons win the faceoff. Gurla into the zone. Gurla, quick shot. Follow up. And a little sticky ice to start. And chasing all the way down. Lucas Wilson. One quick shot there for the Dragons. And that touches up on the netting. Just above the glass. And we get a face-off outside the zone. No, I'll take it back. We'll go inside the zone. May have to mute a little bit for some select music tracks here. Right in front. Duncan does a nice job tracking over. And that's going to be nice all the way down. And referees hoping someone will help him out. All right, face off just to the left of Duncan. I got to double check on the goalie here, but Groa feeds it up, tries to get it to Stringfield there, number 37. That's coming all the way down. And Light gets a shot off. Blocked in the process. Killed off the wall by Walsh. Walsh throws it along the blue line, but just skitters out of the zone. Stewart comes deep to it. D-man surveys the scene, sends a cross-ice pass. Up ice to Shem. Shem's going to chase. Shem chasing. Into the zone. Throws a body. And retreating there are the Wizards. Not sure if they, an offsides call come in and backed off on it. Shem sends it into the zone. Porto there. Porto with the puck on his stick. And centering pass, but no Dragons there. Is that working? Oh, that's great. Thank you. Yeah, we got a roster here. Thank you. One of the Wizards' parents. And I know all the parents' names now too. So. All right, Wingate looks like coming into the zone with speed. He loops around behind the net. Torn Wingate there. Alex Porto scrambles, gains possession. Machado efforts it out of the zone. Good job by Schulte in the neutral, number 50. He takes a hard hit to the wall though. And reaching is Gurla, Lyman Hall player. Lyman Hall just announced their 2 captains. Gurla is still an underclassman, but I'm sure he'll have his shot. Nice backhand move. Coming in back, Machado, centering pass. That went off the glove, the blocker of McGalnick. One popped up out of the zone and giving chase, Lucas Wilson. Funny redirection up into the netting by Porto. Sorry about that. That one sneaking by Stewart. Sharp carries. Sharp surveys, and we got a net. Looks like we may have a net dislodged here. Ottman's shot off the mark. V's behind the net. Dragons achieve an exit to neutral. The Wizards deep in the zone. Back at it. Looks like George Manna there. Winger. Goes deep, number 13. Ooh. Dangerous from there from Migalnik. Migalnik tries to swipe it clear and kind of bounces over his stick there. But no harm, no foul. Another one comes up in the air. Shem gloves it down. A little bit of a fracas there right at the onside side of the blue line. Stringfield to Lockery. Lockery. There with speed is Maddie. Vinny Maddie gives chase. Parker Driscoll. He carries it up. Number 68, a massive player. Macri at the Zamboni door. Works with Delmonico. Blake Delmonico in there. Delmonico, back paddles. Back to point. Point man shoots. Dangerous puck floats into the slot. Again, 68. Driscoll throws it deep. And that one V'd along the wall. Gonna go deep. Guth. Guth at center ice, right in the front of Migalnik. Peeling off the wall there. Yeah, he had him moving. Gurla walks off the wall. Seen that move. Uses all of the ice he can. Macri. Macri's got Delmonico. Centering pass disrupted. Delmonico goes the body. Porto chips it up, giving chase. Gurla with speed. Gurla might win it out, and he doesn't. And we'll have a face-off all the way down in the Dragons' defensive zone. Albert, Walsh, and White, not your attorneys of law, but your three forwards for the Wizards. And Duncan sees that and freezes it, and that's dislodged, so it's a whistle as well. And we'll do it again to his right. Mangillo coaches on the bench with Marissa and her father. Oh, Albert, nifty play out to the point man. Point man comes down to it. And cleaning up the loose change there are the Wizards. There might have been Walsh on the side. We'll see who leads the choo-choo line. Number 63, Teddy Walsh. Unsupervised puck goes to the side of Duncan. Buries that one. All right, 11:05 remaining in the first period. Maddie and Lockery. Lockery has Maddie. Redirected there by Migalnik. Migalnik, the St. Joe's goalie, as I'm told. That one feed comes to Gurla. Gurla gets to Lockery. Dragons back in the zone. Cross ice fast. Albert and Gurla tangle. Albert goes down. No worse for wear. And the passing lane disrupted. Back to Albert, wearing a little bit of snow. And coming back to that point man again. Oh, great track over by Duncan. That one ended up on the weak side. Gurla blocks a shot, gets it to his stick. Gurla pauses, throws it wide. Coming right down Broadway. Stewart. And we got ourselves a Dragon goal. Equalizer. And good things happen. The trailing man there, number 14, Matt Stewart. And doing some good stuff, 2 men in, and Stewart was the trail and left him unkempt in the slot there. So we got ourselves a 1-1 game here. Early this season, the Wizards got the better of the Dragons in a 3-0 contest. But as we were saying at the start, rosters weren't really set. I'm not sure for the Wizards, but I'm fairly confident. Not set for the Dragons at that point. Very early, it was, I feel, the August game or something. A funny bounce there, and Duncan's not happy about it, so he sends it behind the net. That one comes to Shem. B to D. Porto carries. Porto just over the center ice line. Throws it in. And Migalnik freezes it, and he'll get a face-off. Yeah, we got 2 referees now. So much for time and a half. All right, far side of the ice, we got a face-off. You zoom in there. Wizards get an exit there, and a little unconventional exit crossing in front of the goal. That's a shot on net. Stewart peels it off. Stewart to Porto. Porto sauces it up, tries to get it to Shem. Sola grabs it. Shem, Porto. Porto, long stretch. Tries to get it to Angelo. Angelo, wearing the purple helmet there, number 29. North Brantford player. Wingate. Yeah, really making the puck do the work today. Both teams. Angelo, he sees that one along the blue line. Steps in on it. Gurla traps it down. Gurla throws a shot. Nice quick snap. That one levered out. Gurla's going to turn it outside. Yeah, put himself between the goal and the puck. Always a good idea. Reaching for it. Machado. Machado gets it just over the blue line at the finding edge. There's the Trumbull player here, number 24. Colton Perry. He's dispossessed. And we got ourselves a penalty coming here. Away of the Wizards, it looks like. Duncan's going to come to the bench, add the extra attacker. But with the touch-up, that'll put a man in the box for the Wizards. 2 minutes here. Well, that's going to put the Dragons on the power play. What's it called here? A hold or a... 91 or Henrik Sharp, looks like. Going to the box for 2. Not sure if that was a hold or... My scout's not working today. All right, so Dragons on the PP here. Shem taking the face off. That comes back to the Wizards. Wizards get it clear. And Gurla's going to have to step down and chase. Another dangerous play there from Duncan. The extra man. Shem feeds it up to Stringfield. Stringfield looking for his D-man on the blue line. Gurla, mind in the house there. And Delmonico, all kinds of pesky. Stringfield at the dot. Stringfield, low angle shot. And blocked by Migalnik, and that hits up netting, and we'll get a face off. 1:27 left in the man advantage for the Dragons. Draw back to Porto. Porto, Gurla. Gurla, nice turn towards the boards. Elusive. And be able to do it again. Lockery takes his post. Lockery throws it. Tries to nutmeg Morgan there. Shem behind the net. Centering pass. And Stringfield right at the top of the crease there. And defensemen don't really love it. They let him know just as much. All right, Stringfield. 65 seconds remain in the 5-on-4 for the Dragons. Another tidy move there by... Oh, looks like we got ourselves outside the zone here. Not sure what the whistle was. It's maybe a crease line violation. Looks like Lockery was hanging right along that top edge. It's hard to see here where the blue starts and where the white begins on the top of the crease there, but its most likely outcome would be a face-up just outside the zone. Stringfield wins the face-off, comes back, gets to the Gurla, Angelo to Gurla. Gurla's got time. Albert pulls off. And pretty aggressive here on the PK here for the Wizards. Migalnik, he gloves it and drops it. No whistle. As no Dragons in sight. Migalnik lets that one go. 27 seconds remain. Chasing back is Gurla. Gurla. The Porto. Alex Porto. 4 in. Line change. Porto looking for help. Centers it. Nice shot from Porto, and looks like it might have been redirected up and over by the Fairfield Prep banner. They're going to have to try to find a puck somewhere. Oh, there's a puck. Yeah, we got a mute. All right, final seconds tick off the PK. Five-on-5 full-strength hockey. And looks like we got a penalty coming the way of the Dragons now. Migalnik able to make his way off ice, adding the attacker. Looks like the Trumbull player, Perry. Well, so we'll do it in reverse. Angelo. A little Beastie Boys. All right, so a lot of the same power play skaters are out there now for the PK as well. So kind of double shifting for the Dragons. Morgan keeps it in. Moves back to Morgan. Morgan all off the wall. Wilson. One up front and gets to the glove of Alex Duncan. Duncan flips it up to the referee, and we'll get a face-off just to his left. Or his right. My other left. .34 remaining. The man advances, comes back out to the point. White's inside. Lots to work with. Oh, great job by Duncan to just clog everything he could there. And Dragons get an escape from the zone. They're going to come back and regroup a little bit. And Porto comes back. Hey, he finds Stringfield. That one misses the glove. And net's off right now. Nice save by Migalnik. Stretches out on that. Short-handed effort. And doing all right without a stick there is Wilson. is Twig at center ice right now. Comes in for White, Stringfield, and it looks like offsides, and it hit a skate out there just on the other side of the blue line and came back in. Offsides is the call. 44 seconds remaining. 5-on-4 hockey for the Wizards. Wilson picks his Twig back up. Yeah, we got a face off on the near side. Landon to Morgan. Shot. A bouncing puck up front. That was up in the air, and I think Duncan was trying to grab the air ball, but couldn't get to it. Morgan feeds it. Albert from behind. 20 seconds remain in the man advantage. White all kinds of disruptive up front. That girl is up to the task though. Chasing into the Zamboni corner. Oh, nice one-timer from White, but right to the glove of Duncan. 6 seconds left. And jam the zone. 5 players here. Okay, Gurla and Duncan confer. Shem, Gurla, Machado, and Stringfield with 4 on the PK. Driscoll stops it. And got full strength hockey. Watch the man out of the box. Angelo, and no call there. All kinds of manhandled on his way up ice. Always exciting to watch the man come out of the box, and as the puck's floating over to him, always that awareness. Santo, he gets turned around. Gurla possesses. Gurla's a big stretch pass at center ice. Finds Landon. Not a Dragon, that's a Wizard. Dragons and Wizards today. Fitting for Halloween weekend, I guess, right? Perry thinks twice about a shot. Drops it off with his D-man. Perry with a shot, and he gets that biscuit. Perry, wise to hold off on the first shot. The second shot finds its way past Duncan. Makes it a 2-1 game here with 2:28 left in the first period. Face-off win for the Dragons. Get to neutral. At center ice. Lockery throws it deep. Oh, dangerous one. Floats in front. Looks like McGowan wanted to play it. Wise to lay off, though, and get back to his house. Lockery. Got Goof behind him here. Tommy to point. Tries to get it. Comes to the point. At the feet of Wilson. He gets all kinds of turnaround. Well, Dragons doing all right with possession right now. There's some sloppy hockey in front of the net. Lockery throws it, and it hits the post. Ricochets to the left, and looks like we get a stoppage. Pointing to the net post. Off its moorings. Greasy face-off win for the Dragons. Stick of Morgan. Morgan sends it up ice. Macri. shot by the Dragons to achieve an exit. Blackery's going to hold it. Brings it in the long way. Great effort there. Wilson turns a turnover onto a shot. That one blocked by McGalnick. Delmonico weaves his way in. Avoids cover. The duck move. Schulte in the zone with Shem. And that puck flies off a stick. Delmonico back with it. Delmonico centering pass. Delmonico still with it. And Delmonico with the assist. Backhand shovel, and Morgan finds the back of the net. Makes it a 3-2 game. 3-1? 3-1, sorry. Yeah, Morgan dusts his apple man there. Well, you score, you stay for the Wizards. 16 seconds remaining. First period. They're looking for a nice outstretched hands, but does not happen. Final seconds. All right, so both teams to their players' benches here. All right, 17 minutes go back on the clock. That single stick slap getting pumped up for second period. All right, face-off win for the Dragons. Center ice. Chasing deep there is Driscoll. Come back to the front. Shem Wiesel along the wall. Comes back to the Wizards. Try it again. He's going to go the other way with it. He's a D-man partner, Wilson. Suppose he gets clogged up. Looks like we got a penalty coming here on the Wizards, an interference call. Double 11 there, or double 1-1s. It's Alex White to the box for two. Interference call along the wall there. All right, I got a 3-1 game here. 16:27 remaining in the second period. Power play opportunity. That one cleared. The Wizards. Coming back is Porto. Porto taking some time to survey the scene. Puts it up ice. And ice is waved off. Not sure there was even a washout. I'm referring to his belly there. I'm not sure the referee says it hit somebody along the way. All right, the Dragons back in the zone of 125. Working the man advantage. Working from outside. We've seen the Wizards happy to come outside and challenge along the edges. Play their box. Puck up in the air. No high stick. It's kind of at waist length, waist height. Slapped out of the air. And it comes back to the point. Stringfield, there's a shot. It's wide, blocked. Nice reset to get into Lockery. And winning pucks along the wall with the extra man. Gorilla's shot wide. Lockery gets all kinds of attention. But Stringfield, you got to be careful not to put two down on it. And nice job by McGowan to see that puck to his belly. A little more AC/DC. .38 seconds remain in the power play. The Dragons on the interference call. Gorilla steps it in. Gorilla shot wide, left. Off the mark by maybe a foot. Stringfield, he finds the corner man. Stepping down is Porto. Porto shot blocked. 15 seconds remain. Back paddled over to Lockery. Chasing down to Lockery. Big number 91 there, Sharp. And Perry's giving some pressure. Perry, the F1. There's the body. And we got full strength hockey here. Perry, tall glass of water there. And Lockery unable to capture that one before it sends over the blue line. Yeah, Perry, all kinds of physical right now. Dragons looking for the big stretch. That went up to Machado. Machado carries it in. Machado with the drop off to Stringfield. That dispossessed by Sharp. And looks like a call coming the way of Perry, I think. Sorry, there's Perry number 9, or Sharp and Perry, 21 and 91, both on there. And Gorilla without a stick and trying to grab a stick from somebody else. And referee helps him get his equipment back. Lost and found. A little peskiness here. Usually you see Gorilla, but Camacho, number 17. All right, I thought there was a penalty in that ensuing play, but let's get a face-off in the zone. Some efforts to Stewart. Stewart gets it over blue line. Duncan drops like the bowling ball. Lane. Ball. Gate, right? So by Matty out there, number 82. Matty chases. And he needs a face wash. Shot from Stewart. Blocker save from Galnick. Dragons come back. He tries to give that puck life. Stewart's going to go the other way with it now. Schulte at the scorer's table. Goes back to Shem, Stewart, and Wizards with it. Gabe Dittman sends it out of the zone, but Dittman's going to chase deep, and Camacho there, number 17, the D-man. Some disorganized hockey for both sides right now. thing we've seen today is really stretching passes out. Lockery there on the front door, and Gillo. And it looks like a big offsides call there. Delmonico was about 3 strides in for that puck, and his teammate taking the long way in. Palm outstretched. What are you doing? Get the puck, go in the zone. We can deal with it later. A lot of 7s at the face-off dot there, Morgan and Porto. That face-off pops up into the player's bench. I'll do it again. Good tie-up from Porto. Gurla carries it wide. Gurla, shot. One blocked by Migalnik. A redirected to the side. Comes out of the zone though, right? Games within games here, right? Getting in the zone and getting shots on net. Delmonico winning that race with speed. Ducks down. Avoids the Wilson check. The sensing is there. And looks like it might be a boarding call here. And roughing is the call. Morgan to the box. Puts the Dragons back on the power play. And the Wizards bench hooping and hollering. Which in USA hockey can actually be a penalty in and of itself. For cheering on hits and stuff. I haven't really seen it called, but maybe the lower levels. All right, Macri trying to be disrupted there. On the entry, Stringfield shot blocked. Walsh comes up with it behind the net. Walsh gets a clear. Coming back is Porto. He's got Gurla with him. And men deep. And Porto walking in. Porto looking from the other side. Lockery, Gurla shot, rising shot. And it goes up over Migalnik. Working the outside. Shem with some time. It's over to Porto. Porto crosses to Gurla. Gurla's got to come out of the zone and chase it. He's going to come back in, drops Macri off. 3 in the zone. Stringfield shot. Not able to get too much on the mustard. Gurla, he's got Shem there. Shem stretches out. And big one up above the rafters. Not sure how that came down. Got to think it might have hit a rafter. All right, so 30 seconds remain in the 5-on-4. Dragons on the power play. The 4th one today. Shot. Ooh. Gets tangled up in the equipment almost. It's almost a Migalnik redirection there, but he sees it to his glove. It drops it down into the crease there. And some questions from the referee. Migalnik there, Jason Migalnik. I would say the St. Joe's player. Delmonico wins the faceoff. 15 seconds. Albert's going to chase him to the side. Albert gives it life. Landon goes the other way with it. Gets by Albert. But Gurla's there. Gurla, blocker save from Migalnik. Delmonico sees it out of the zone. Full strength hockey, 5-on-5 here. Migalnik tries to settle it. It scoots by his stick. Dragons still in the zone, but quickly losing. possession. Landon comes in, tries to get crafty with it. Comes to White. White and Albert work along the wall. Schulte and Gerla there. Now one pops out of the zone, Landon getting pressure. White finds Machado, a different color jersey, but Machado's coming into the zone. Machado's got Stringfield. Stringfield sets that one along his skates, not able to corral it. Delmonico winds up. Delmonico feeds to Albert. Albert takes a shot. Duncan save. Delmonico walking in. Delmonico with the pass. We get a whistle. And looks like the two of them, White and Stringfield, are going at it. Oh, White. Holding him back. White taking swings at Stringfield here. He's going to be asked to leave. No appetite for that. He's coming back for more. All right, Stringfield waves by to his opponent. Stringfield will go in the box, probably have someone else serve this. But the fighting, not sure if the referees are talking right now. See what the, looks like they're talking to the Wizards bench right now. Probably have to put a player in for White. Headed to the dressing room. Afternoon's over. 8:02 remaining in the second. Just past halfway in this contest, and it was starting to get exciting, I guess. Depends on your appetite. I think we're going to offset here at least to start, given the initial penalty, and then the White penalty over just game misconduct maybe, and he's just off the ice. So not sure we're going to see anything up on the clock. Tommy DePoint asked to serve. Nothing to do with any of it, but he's going to the box. Well, it's might benefit the Dragons a little bit to have a little extra time, rest their legs and get some oxygen in those muscles. The short bench has always been an obstacle this season. Not much to figure out here. Got one player in the dressing room, and they're looking open the box for somebody else to come in as well. So Mana's going to go in there as well. George Mana. So we'll see if we had a 5-minute major. It looks like it's coming up on the board right now. And that's the only penalty we're seeing on the scoreboard. And here you go. It's goalies being goalies. Yes. Gotta love it. End of the day, they're just kids. All right, so counting up here, this looks like 5-on-3. Should be 5-on-4, but right now there's only 3 out there for the Wizards. I think about it, there's 4. All right, a lot of time to work with the man advantage here for the Dragons, but so far coming up short on the power plays. And again, aggressive play in the front and along the walls here. There's the Lockery. over Gorla. Gorla. Running to the side, loose puck. And looks like McGowan able to get to it. All right, 37 seconds of the 5-minute penalty have expired. 5-minute major. 2 in the box, probably for the Wizards, and 1 Stringfield there for the Dragons. Lockery shot blocked. Gorla. And back on defense are the Dragons. Nice defensive play by Gorla. And Wizards coming back. Add numbers. That one bounced off the wall. Lockery plays it. And, oh, puck is loose. And, oh, fortuitous whistle there from McGowan. It looked like he had a stop, but that puck, found the puck. Lockery was playing around with it side. Chasing into the Zamboni corner. Yeah, freezing the puck. Machado peels it. Machado. Driscoll playing it close. Lockery there. Lockery gives it to Gorla. And Gorla's shot just off the mark. It's the dasher board behind the net. Lucas shot, or sorry, that was Porto's shot. Comes all the way down. 3:24 remaining in the power play. Major penalty. DeSanto digs deep, possesses, sends it out of the zone. Gorla corrals it at the blue line. Gorla's going to run with it. Gorla coming up with speed. Gorla comes inside. It's a near shot. And McGowan sees it. And looks like Gorla and Gillo. Lockery's going to get into it too. There's got to be some words being exchanged here. Don't usually see number 10 lose his cool. McGowan and his D-man. Number 63 there. Teddy Walsh. And we got a penalty coming, roughing call. Gillo, and we're going to face off center ice. Oh, no, sorry, all the way down. All right, now there's a 2-minute penalty, so 4-on-4. No, hold on. Yeah, 4-on-4 hockey here. Someone's got to figure out where to go. And Stringfield was the offset there. So he escapes with only 4 extra seconds in the box. So 4-on-4 hockey, a lot of room to work with. Wizards possess. Now he gets past Wingate. Lockery beats it behind the net. Gorla comes to it. Stringfield presses hard into the zone. Tries to drop that off. Nice job by Gorla to peel it. Gorla's shot. McGowan to it. Loose puck. Finds the outside. 4-on-4 hockey still for another 60 seconds. And the man advantage will flip over to the Dragons. Oh, good job by Gorla to try to get to Lockery, but that shot from Lockery just scooped off the ice by McGowannick. Gorla shows the slapper. Shem shot. And pushing off the net there is McGowannick and dislodged, but he gets a cover in the same motion. .441, 43 seconds in the 4-on-4. We got 139 there for the remaining on the major penalty for the Wizards. Shem and Gorla. Sharp being disruptive. Shem's going to carry in. Shem on the near side. So we got a whistle here. And that again dislodges. Shem Gorla. That one skitters by Schulte, the low slot. And Shem sees it out of the zone, but sends it deep. McGowannick tees it up for his D-man. Number 24 there. Paul Perry. And 4 seconds on the 4-on-4. Dragons add one. 5-on-4 hockey right now. Porto comes to the ice. Porto up ice. The field, Stringfield. Ah, Porto's got to stay on. He's got to peel back in. Oh, outstretching. Go gadget legs. And that shot finds McGowannick. 37 seconds, and Wizards doing a good job with the PK. And 2 minutes of that, 4-on-4 for the 5-minute major penalty. Always love the exit sign right in the middle of the action. So there's a nice touch here. WOI. Porto, Gorla. 15 seconds remaining. 5-on-4. Good pressure from the Wizards. And chasing back. Looking to win that puck battle. Nice job by Lucas Wilson to get back for the Dragons. 5-on-5 hockey. Big slapper. Bouncing puck. And not sure if McGowannick got back to it. Waved off. No goal. Hard shot from Porto. Porto's shot was a vertical rebound and up in the air. And referee was on the goal line there, so he had eyes on it. And he gets the washout signal. Tells you to get a face-off to the right of McGowannick. Jason McGowannick. Jason Jr., huh? Not sure if Jason is a JJ. Heard his father might be watching, so best wishes there. Good speed from Lockery. Lockery comes in, tries to split his D-men. A little wise to it. Good speed. Machado comes back. A ripper there from Conlon Albert. Sends that one up high. Goes in the zone. Lockery and Machado And it looks like DeSanto is happy to pull that puck over. And that one hits the netting. And it looks like we're going to have a face-off just near side of us here. A little wave there in the shadows. The sun at our back tonight. Time change. We'll probably set up for an early sunset, right? Sola a little indecisive there, but was able to get puck back around the other side. Looks like Gorla's going to go to the box. A roughing call there on Macri. And cross check is the call. That'll put the Wizards on the power play. One shortage today is 5-on-5 hockey. I'm going to cross check. 1:30 remaining in the second period. Any goals this period? Is there one goal this period? One goal this period? Robert's got time. He rims that one. Looks like the Dragons are also interested in kind of challenging the wall. Holding to the outside. Shoveled over. I think in the second one there, number 7. Yeah, Morgan comes up with it. Making quick work of it, and the Gorla penalty makes it a 4-1 game. A 3-goal differential. 21 seconds there into the power play. Gorla, no high stick. Gorla in the zone. Landon, slap on it. Teddy Walsh winds up. Walsh still with possession. Walsh deep in the corner. Shot from Albert. A lot of stuff close to the net there. Hear the clunk of the steel. That one pitched up. Stringfield challenges. Walsh gives back. Makes its way to Albert. Porto for the Dragons. Porto sends it up ice. Gets it to Stringfield. Stringfield's got no one on him. Stringfield one man to beat. And he gets it by McGalnick. Slows it down, backhanded. 2 D-man, watch it. Makes it a 4-2 game. After the quick power play goal for the Wizards. We've seen a lot of these passes today. Just really stretching the ice and letting the puck do the work. And the D-men pinching hard. See that sometimes in these games with a bigger differential. The D-men try to get involved offensively and kind of hang in there. All right, looks like we're going to have a couple go to the box again. And I don't know what all the fracas is here. Porto goes to the box, cross check. All right, that'll be a face-off in the zone. Final 4 seconds of the period. 2 minutes goes on the clock. Gorla was just going to rip it all the way down. And both teams will go to the bench. talk about the 156 left in the penalty and the 17 minutes that's going to go on the clock for the third period. Take a quick break here. All right, Dragons in dark navy here. 4-on-5. Wizards, the man advantage. 156. Cross-check penalty. The most recent of spade of penalties. I'm glad there's a second referee here because I'm not sure a single referee would have been able to try to handle this, but we'll go a moment. And Dragons get a big clear, 200 feet. Megalnik tees it up. To Morgan. Morgan to Walsh. Walsh centers it. Net again dislodged. It's not really sticking too well. Morgan and Macri. And that's way off right now. I'm gonna take a break. Sola works along the wall. He's got Walsh there. Walsh carries. Macri. A lot of carry here. 106 remaining in the power play for the Wizards. Working on the right side, working over the left. Shot blocked. Pinching up. Shadow. Shadow's going to come back to the box. Walsh settles in. Sola comes into the middle. Sola behind the net. Sola looking to feed. Albert. Back paddles. Pressure. Coming from Wilson. And shot. Comes over to Duncan. And Duncan right to it in the butterfly. 26 seconds left. 15:30 remaining in the third period. A minute 30 in. 26 seconds. Rob's 130 off the penalty. You got 4 seconds or left with the second period. Sola, Morgan, Albert. Nice tight turn towards the board. For Walsh, it's squashed. Final 5 seconds. The extra man. And using along the wall. Shot. And taking that angle away is Duncan. Duncan sees it to his breadbasket. All right, so 4-2 game here, 5-on-5 hockey. See if we can't play some clean hockey here. And Driscoll tries to do it on his own. Everyone's man-to-man there, and tries to walk it down into the high slot. Just gets to the hash marks, throws a shot. Duncan to it. Oh! Tough one, thrown to net, and gets by Duncan. And he's standing there with the skates, no stick down in the middle, and makes it a 5-2 game. Looks like here, McGovern coming in, relief. All right, so McGovern comes in with 14:48 remaining in the third period. That was a tough one to let by. Put pucks on net, good things happen. So it's when mistakes happen too, so. Schulte takes a shot, McGalnick. That one pops up into his face mask. Driscoll comes in the zone. Driscoll sends it deep. And Wilson plays Lottie. Stringfield to Gurla. Gurla goes wide. It's dispossessed. Got by Wilson to keep it in front of him. Schulte to Gurla, to Lockery. Lockery throws it to net. McGalnick wasn't sleeping on that one. Stewart efforts it up ice. He's going to have to come back. He's got McGovern there. McGovern sees it behind his net. Winding up with speed is Guth. Guth centers it. And McGalnick gets right to it. Parallel to the goal line there. Comes right over to him, and he's playing the angle. DeMonico wins a faceoff. Throws a shot to McGovern. Pesky, DeMonico shoots that one across the goal mouth. Shem, DeMonico, former teammates. Guth. Guth escapes it. Giving chase, Vinny Matty. Matty with pressure. Pressure to big Hendrik Sharp there, number 91. Holding onto his stick. And that's pretty obvious it's a hold. Oh, sorry, not Sharp, that's Perry. Oh, 4 minutes, so it looks like a double minor there. I'm not sure I caught the second half of that, but Perry, maybe unsportsmanlike on top of the hold. I'm only guessing. Well, mishandled by Lockery there, but that's what friends are for. Number 10, Gurla looks in front, shot, and nice job by McGalnick to step up high on his crease. Takes away the angle. Slot shot. It's all about the kids here, Wonderland of Ice. 5-2 game, 12-12 remaining. 4 minutes of power play action. And the Dragons haven't really been able to capitalize on it. But they're still trying. So the double minor, the 4 minutes. I don't know how many penalties this is. 12 penalties. The coach sits for a game. So it looks like Ferguson over there talking to Perry. Carrying in, Gurla to Porto, and dazzles. It's taken down. Fishbowl sends it all the way down. McGovern gets to the Gurla. Delmonico playing in there. Porto. Hockey stop. And Delmonico gets it to Morgan. Morgan possesses, rugs it out of the zone. 2:28 and the double minors. McGovern to his knees. Keeps going in front. Big stretches. A lot of Wizards back. Wizards in a line. And puck is loose, but net is off. That's been much of the same today. Faceoff comes back to Porto. Porto dislodged. Sent it deep is Angelo. Wilson there. Wilson gets Matty there. Centering pass. And it's a foot race right now. And Porto plays the body. The opponent plays the puck. And it comes back to the puck. Stewart escapes the zone. 1:16 remaining. A lot of power play time today. Rising puck there from Matty. Right down Route 8 there. Under pressure. Macri. Puts pressure to Porto. Macri just stabbing at it. Tired legs there for the North Haven player. Carries it up, lumbering up the ice. And dispossessed. Tries to get his stick to do the work. By the final 33 seconds of the power play. Camacho. Oh! Heavy hit to Camacho. Wow. Angelo. Camacho was slow to the corner and no head up there. He's back up. some frustration here. It looks like Angelo. They're asked to leave the ice. He had just come to the ice off the bench. All right, so 5-minute penalty. Okay, so Angelo off the ice service, major penalty, 5-minute. Serving in the box there. Not sure if that's Schulte or Guth, one of the gold helmets. 4-on-4 hockey here for another 20 seconds or so. Gurla comes up with it. Back to Gurla dispossessed. Albert. And final seconds here for the 5-on-4. Now for 4:34. Major. Good stretch out by Gurla. Clog that lane. Some chases along the wall. Working the puck, left to right. North-south here. Shot to McGovern. McGovern high on his crease. Gets a stop. 4:02 at 5-2 game here with 8:07 left. Well, hopefully cooler heads will prevail here. 2 players off the ice surface. 1 from each team. Shot from Morgan, right to the glove of McGovern. Gurla escapes the zone. Sending one for pressure. Here comes to Sola. Matty comes down. Adds some pressure. Makes Morgan move. Morgan moves outside. Brings it in the zone. Shot. One wide. Macri. Successful clear for the Dragons. And Stringfield's down there. Stringfield. Oh! Reaches out about an inch away from that puck. Morgan snaps one right in front of Gurla. Walsh, disruptive there at net front. Stringfield winding up. Tired legs. Go, go, go. Macri drop off to Walsh. Walsh tries to get through it all. Another clear. It's going to be on net. Galnick paddles it. With speed. Camacho, no worse for wear. The big hit. There's a woo hit. Oh, and Camacho gets a goal out of it. That one floats to the other side of McGovern. Finds the back of the net. And he's not leading the choo-choo line, so I'm not sure if it's Camacho or number 20 there, Wingate. 6-2 game, 2:23. Man stays in the box for the Dragons. McGovern doesn't let it by. And helps the Dragons get a clear. Adding an extra D-man back there from McGowan. Big stretch pass. Pretty confident in his stick there. Always love seeing that for goalies. Add that extra dimension, especially on the power play. Save some legs on the way back. Sharp rims that around, takes a funky bounce. Hopscotches back below the goal line. Driscoll sends it up, comes right back to him. Yeah, some disruptiveness there from Guth. Like Schulte's serving in the box there for the 5-minute. Gurley, good pressure. Good speed there from 17. Camacho? Yeah. All right, 45 seconds remain. Not sure the headlock was. I feel like this is a little bit of an NFL game too. You know, would you like to accept the penalty? Like, no, decline the penalty. We don't need the power play. Haven't really done much with it today, so. The Dragons. All right, 2 minutes for the hold. 4-on-4 for 41 seconds. Perry behind the net. Perry and Shem. Side door. Shot. Perry's stick flies. Net off again. No efforts today to really freeze these down. I don't know if it's just soft ice or pushing off the nets. More than we can count today. Yeah, looks like the Storm are getting warmed up here to come on the ice. Always great to see. All-inclusive hockey down here at Wonderland. They're lining up. Their bright blue and orange jerseys. Machado. Machado handles a little too long. Oh. Slap down there. Stringfield. Stringfield sends it deep. Machado down there. 70 seconds to work with a man advantage and 3:54 remaining in regulation here. Machado sends it down to Stringfield. Stringfield waiting down there. Able to keep the zone. Schulte in the zone. Schulte gets it around to Gurla. Gurla, all kinds of attention. Gurla's going to chase it deep. We're getting tangled up here. 39 seconds in the man advantage. And successful clear for the Wizards. Gurla wearing a little bit of snow. Gurla getting banged to Atletico. Gurla shot, rising. Which I think Galnick had a little bit on it. Stringfield and Walsh tangle. 5-on-5 hockey right now. 6-2 game. 2:40 remaining. Both teams would just be happy to get out of this. Macri. Macri had Walsh there and bang bang play. Walsh goes into the net, dislodges it. We'll get a whistle. Yeah, point blank shot there, up high into the rafters. Walsh, and we face off again. That one skips over the stick. Lucas Wilson. Wilson draws back. Yeah, Wilson's got all kinds of pressure. Goof there to help. Macri. Macri carries it into the corner. It's squashed. Walsh there. Walsh, Macri comes back out to point. Point man comes down to it. Goof efforts it clear. Oh. And it's like here, Lockery tries to get a stick up underneath Perry and cuts up into his neck. Perry goes towards the bench, but looks like Lockery will be in the box for two. Only 1:22 left. It's offset. Yeah, referees are just tired of it and want to be done with it. All right, that's an offset. Got to have 12 penalties. One of the other teams here today. All right, 82 seconds left in this hot mess of a game. I don't know why that's not an ice. Yeah, it is. It's not a power play. It's offset penalty. Even strength. 5-on-5 hockey. So that girl to dispossess Halbert. Someone's going to carry into the corner with Sharp. Some ties up Sharp. Porto some time. And comes over to Gurla. Gurla skates it free. Comes over the center ice line. Pad save. Megalnik. 45 seconds remain. Machado. Sharp at the player's bench. Oh, oof. And Porto upends his opponent. The Marchand move there. It looks like just got lower and Tippmann, I think. Gurla. Stringfield. Final 13 seconds. Girl is tired of it. He's going to let that one go up ice. Final 2 seconds. Nobody's playing that puck. All right, that's it from Wonderland of Ice. A couple teammates here talking to each other. Xavier Mitchell and Delmonico there, Notre Dame West Haven players. All right, that's it here. Catch you guys on the other side. I'm taking pictures too, huh?